How are you this evening? We are in the lab with a pen, a pad, and the big board. That's right, Goats. We're going to get into the quarterbacks for fantasy football 2026. We're going to tier these specimens for you, the dogs that, to be quite honest with you, are pretty important for your fantasy football team. They do wind up scoring the most points for us on a week in, week out basis. But I am your shepherd. Alongside is that man, the rhinoceros, and I've got the war chief. We have a lot to do. We're going to get into this quarterback tiers and rankings and tiers and rankings, and we should address the news and the notes and the notes and the news.
You sure?
Between everything that happened yesterday, Jesus. Well, it was June 1st.
That was a boring day yesterday.
I mean, June. I guess it's not every year that you get these types of designations or transactions or so on and so forth. So I guess that's why this year happened to have been a little extra, considering everything that went on. The big one though, obviously we'll get to after this. We'll talk about the Myles Garrett. We'll talk about AJ. We'll talk about what the Giants did, adding to their wide receiver room, and what does that actually mean for fantasy, but not until we get to the Fantasy Goats big board. This, I'd like to say that, between Rhino and the War Chief, this has kind of been like a little labor of love. It's not nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. It's more along the lines for you than it is for me. However, if this is now ours, it's not taking from this site or taking from that site. That's not the point. This is now ours, and we're going to use this as we get through the fantasy preseason. And then, you know what? I know we could probably do some mid-season stuff on this thing too.
Well, absolutely.
Right. We could
things change.
We could put because this is definitely a flexible board. That's why they call it a board. All right. I think you guys see that I already put Josh Allen in there. I mean, if there's a dispute, anything along those lines, where Josh Allen isn't the elite number one fantasy football player for redraft and for dynasty, and probably every other format, whether it be best ball, best ball. He's got the highest floor on a week in, week out basis, with probably the highest ceiling. So yeah, that's one. Now here's the $1 million question. Is there another quarterback that we could put into this tier that is elite?
Yeah.
Rhino says yes.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
War Chief is going to say yes.
I'm 100% agreement. Those two men are on another. They're on the Jupiter ring, and then everybody else is on Jupiter's planet. Absolutely, Josh and Lamar are standouts.
And there's some people that would probably say Drake May, but I'm not one of those persons.
Not there yet. Not yet.
Well, let me ask you. All right, so Lamar could probably get into this tier.
No, he should be in the tier because and just barely below Josh. Especially with the new coordinator and the added weapons this year. They're going to unleash him. He's going to be unleashed this year.
But I also think he's proven to be that good as well.
Yeah.
It's not just projection. He's proven to be a 25 point per game quarterback, which should put you in elite status.
Yep, 100%.
You said I'm gassing him up? I'm not sure. Big thing.
Wait, Rhino, did you think I was like smoking? Like for real?
Yeah, I thought that.
War Chief.
I was like,
I was smoking the peace pipe, the War Chief pipe. All right, again, technically Lamar could definitely be in this tier, so we're gonna put him in here. new coordinator that can be a bonus or a positive, or it could go the other way. Let's stay on the positive note.
Yeah, but I think just with him actually being OTAs this year and him being very vocal about how it's all working out and how much he's loving it and stuff,
They added
and how fresh he feels.
they added weapons. Oh yeah, he feels fresh. He just got the head coach sent out of Dodge. Of course, he feels fresh. That's Lamar's club. They added weapons. I mean, let's get to the tangible items, right? They added some young dudes to help him out. Zay might be breaking out. He still has some rushing equity. He still has the rushing chops. So it's not like he's. I don't think that's going away. Yeah, let's put him into this elite tier. It's debatable whether or not you're taking him as the second quarterback off your board. That's a different story.
Yeah,
I think he deserves. I think he deserves to be in the elite tier just because
100%.
of how many years he's in the league now and how he may be seeing the game differently, the battle-tested element of it, that he's been in like some real big games. The brothers that are now in their first season that he's going up against, it's kind of like it's like playing Madden with at this point in his career, like we talk about with Bijan. They're older and bigger and stronger.
Like JX said, he averages freaking 20 plus points a game.
That's good. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good average. All right. Well, okay. So now we got Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and anyone else that we might want to say is at the elite status, elite quarterback, elite traits, elite processing.
I think
elite
part of me wants to say Justin Herbert. I think if he had had a full healthy offensive line all last year, he'd been heavily in the conversation for MVP.
I think he got one. I think he got a vote. A vote.
He did get a vote. He did get a vote. Yes.
Something bothers me about it though.
Yeah.
Something bothers me. He is really good. He is. It's just something's off. I would definitely.
If Tua could throw for over 4,000 yards in the McDaniel system, Herbert shares Tua.
He's thrown over 4,000.
Yeah, he's done that.
Right, and so he'd excel. For me, he'd be borderline. But I still wouldn't.
If he's
it's hard for me to put him up there with Josh and Lamar with consistency and having those crazy numbers and just being the guys that they are. It's hard for me to put him up there with the elite, but lead dog, absolutely.
We'll put him in with the lead dogs. Devontae Smith to the moon.
Yep.
Yeah, I did see what you said.
Practice, though.
I did see I saw what you said. Who soaked? I mean, I take that a little bit with a grain of salt. What's the one thing that I always told you these last few years? Better to have these mothers get injured now. Mm-hmm. Get it out of their system now.
Yep.
As opposed to October. Who the hell wants that? No one wants you. We don't want them injured in November, week 12. Might as well get a little dinged up now. Get a little banged up now. Recover now. We're going to talk a little bit about recovery and some wide receivers. That's the other thing I want to. That's the other thing with Lamar and this next quarterback. What's his name? Drake May. I mean, he was pretty good last year, and they just added a wide receiver who they think is going to be like a new version of Devontae Adams from 2022. And I don't really see that. I don't see that.
And I think not just with AJ Brown, but with Romeo Doubs, is probably the best receivers the Patriots have had. 2 receivers they've had in freaking I don't know how long.
Ladies and gentlemen. Winners, losers of the Patriots training of A.J. Brown. Losers, Romeo.
I don't think so.
You know, I think Romeo Dobbs goes back to his regular role.
Yeah.
But he's still
Goes back to his regular role.
he'll still be good.
Romeo.
I think that he's been good.
He's always been good.
He's been good. Yes, I mean it's not going to take him into another level with the move. There's not enough targets to go around in that offense. It's spread around. It's just not enough of them spread around, right? Drake May and the Patriots' total offensive passing attempts was below the league medium. I'm pretty sure about that. But where do you want to put Drake May? Where do you want to put Caleb? Oh,
I put Drake May and Caleb in lead dog.
Yeah, I'll put them both in lead dog.
Yeah.
So right now, okay, get over here. Son of a fuck. All right, so far I only got only. It's okay to only, by the way. So far I've got Josh Allen and I've got Lamar Jackson in the elite tier. I want to talk to you about something. I think you know what I want to talk to you about.
Well, I think Joe Shiesty should be lead dog too.
Or Chief.
And probably Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Lead dog, but definitely. But you don't think Joe Shiesty's elite? You think Lamar Jackson's more elite than Joe Shiesty?
No.
I absolutely do.
I think Joe Shiesty's in the elite tier.
I don't think he's in the elite tier.
All right, Rhino, break the tie. Joe Shiesty in the elite tier.
I think he's an elite tier, especially with those weapons.
So no, go about to say it. You're about to say it.
But
when healthy. that's unfortunate. Was holding him back.
Let's get him healthy. He's healthy. He's very healthy right now. Right now, he's healthy.
So we need a separate one called semi-elite.
See, I'd like to at least consider anybody that's not rehabbing right now, presently.
So then with that case, I put Joe Burrow in the elite
with a clean bill. Now history, that's a different story. And if we want to use previous seasons as any type of indicator, then yes, he's a little bit more prone to injury. But then so is Lamar. They may not just be as catastrophic, or maybe he may not have the same amount of injuries, but Lamar has been injury prone as well. But I'd like to consider Lamar healthy right now, and I'd like to consider Joe healthy. You know who's not healthy right now? Malik Neighbors isn't healthy right now. Cam Scadaboo's not healthy. Those are examples of guys that are trying to make their way back, and they're on track to. And there's plenty of other examples too.
I'd be fine putting Joe Burrow in the elite.
I think he's elite. I think he's shown us the 4,000 plus yard season, the 50 touchdown season. He's got the tools. He's got the tools. He's
definitely got the tools.
He's got the weapons.
Yeah, so I put Burrow in the elite category.
I think we're gonna put Joe Shiesty. Joe Shiesty deserves it. Plus, we're gonna go down this rabbit hole. Isn't their defense is supposed to be better?
Yeah.
Right. So so if they're running more efficiently, where he doesn't have to be the captain hero, and if they're on the field more, they're just gonna be that more dangerous. They're gonna be that more dangerous. All of them. That's what I'm projecting. That's what I am predicting. Not necessarily like lockdown, shutdown defense, but enough to get them off the field and give the Bengals the ball back. Another possession. All right, let's move. Lead dog is calling for Caleb.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think Jaden Daniels too.
And Jaden Daniels.
I think Caleb makes his way into elite next year.
I think so too.
I really do.
Does it bother you that on one hand, the sacks went totally down? So that's also a product of the offensive line. But does it bother you that Ben Johnson doesn't seem to be bothered of his that he's still kind of inaccurate? But it doesn't seem to bother Ben Johnson. Like Ben Johnson, he's processing the play. He's got the playbook down pat. So that's probably why he's not so bothered by it. But at the same time, his completion percentage is still not great.
But I also think that was a product of almost his fail safe almost. If it's not there, just dirt it or get rid of it, or because he was also still doing a lot of running around back there, even though his sacks were down. There'd be times where he'd be running around trying to figure some things out and just throw it away, throw it to the ground, and I like that. Like I said, he can kind of fix one thing at a time. After his rookie year, let's take away those stupid sacks. He took those stupid sacks away. So this next year, let's complete more passes, and I think they're going to.
And the thing is,
make that jump.
He's the same quarterback now as he was with USC. You know,
which is pretty good.
Can't miss TV.
Only a 19. Well, like now he's in the big boys with big boy players and big boy decisions, and the offensive line isn't projecting to be the same right now. I'm a little concerned with that. I'm actually a little concerned with DJ Moore leaving. Not where DJ Moore has landed, but where but the fact that there's another body not on the field for him. Is it more concentrated? Yeah, it's probably more concentrated. The Bears, I would definitely I think Caleb is going to get drafted here. Let me put it that way. He's going to be drafted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within the 6 quarterbacks off the board. Caleb Williams is going to have that Madden curse, boy. Well, I want to say it's not. Why is he on the cover?
He is on the cover.
Is he really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer in the Madden curse.
No, I'm not necessarily a believer in that either. But I do want to add in the idea or the element of this could be regression. It could be Chicago Bears regression.
They just had so much to build off of last year, though.
I know.
They have so much to build off of last year. I just don't see a scenario where they regress.
They may not.
It wasn't like they were super efficient last year. It wasn't like they were hitting on all cylinders. Like they have a lot of room for improvement.
All right, so you bring up a good point, right? Would it be considered a regression if the Chicago Bears wound up finishing 11-6, same freaking record? They make the playoffs, they get a playoff berth, but yet in some categories, like categorically, they may have declined in some aspects like that. I think that wouldn't be out of the question. While still maintaining the fact that they dominated for the entire season and came out with 11-6. You have to be good to be 11-6. It's not every day that you win 14 games.
Let's say, and this is I understand what you're saying. So let's say that the run game isn't the number 2 run game in the NFL, but the pass game picks up where the run game left off.
Right.
And the defense remains the same because the defense was giving up yards, points, everything last year. So they could be in a position where they are shooting it out with people every week. So yeah, it could happen.
There it is, right there. Yeah, whether the run game takes a hit, whether the defense allows more points. Yeah, how many times did the Bears pick the ball off? on their side of the ball. The turnovers that they created.
Yeah, an unrealistic amount. Yeah, they were top one in turnovers. Yeah,
That's due to regress.
Yep,
That has
absolutely.
to.
Yeah, because one of the main people who's catching those interceptions is with the Patriots, I believe now. Kevin Beard.
Oh, Bob Bird.
You Kevin Byard.
I thought you were talking about Nashawn. Nashawn, right? Who's training in Fulham Park, New Jersey right now. Well, basically all hell is breaking loose, but it's not really my thing. I'm on the other side of that river. I am just kidding. I am the same way. I don't really care about the dumb curse. I'm just messing around. But it's going to be a good year, this boy. I can feel it. There's something good, still some good players. They're my free agents. I'm the motherfucking GOAT. How about that?
So about Jaden Daniels, we put him in the lead dog too?
I think we put him in the lead dog because of his rookie campaign that he showed us. I don't think he's in a he's not a borderline junkyard dog.
No.
He's a lead dog.
He's a lead dog.
He's a lead dog. Prepared to put some of these other guys here in lead dogs. Tell me your thoughts on Dak. Tell me your thoughts on Brock.
I think Brock.
Matt
Stafford. Yep.
So yeah, we're getting to some guys I feel like are some serious heavy hitters, and they need the respect. I think Dak is elite. If we're making Joe Burrow like Dak is elite.
Every other year. No.
Wait, no, we can't do that. We can't do that.
No. Here's my problem. Again, it's like something that it's bothering me between like him and Justin Herbert. It's like, yes, they put up these gaudy, huge numbers like at any given point, but yet you still don't consider them like these elite quarterbacks. You still see them jerk around on some plays, and I don't really mean jerk around, but I mean like they don't. There could be games where they look fantastic, and then there could be games where they look like garbage, and it's a little inconsistency. But I think Dak is still elite. Yeah, I think he's earned.
To me, Dak and Joe Burrow are the same person. One's in NFC, one's in the AFC. They are hurt every other year. When they're healthy, they're top 5, explosive offense. They're the engine for everything. But every other year.
I think Joe Burrow sees the field better.
Oh,
I do. I think whether you want to say that he's where he's been doing it with Jamar Chase for all these years, where it's like okay, they're in the schoolyard, or I think he sees the field differently. I don't think. Damn, Rhino, where's that going here?
Lead dog.
Okay, I have no problem being overruled. Like I said, I know that things change.
I think it makes a little bit more sense to put him in with these guys right here. 17-game season, okay, with CD Lamb chops, Curious George Pickens, an improved offensive line, a pretty good run game. If it stays the way it did last year, it was a good run game. The Cowboys are going to be a good football team. If Dak stays healthy, yes. They're going to be a good football team. What are we doing with Brock? What are we doing with Pat? Matt, the MVP, is a lead dog.
Now, would Patrick Mahomes be elite?
No.
He's shown it that he could, but he hasn't shown it the last couple of years.
Yeah. And we're going on almost 4 to 5 years since he had an elite finish.
No.
Yeah, that's the truth. Because I was about to say, are we being a little bit too hard on him because of the devastating injury? But no. But the fact of the matter is, Here's the motherfucking Tron Goat. You ready to play some fantasy, Tron? Tron Goat, baby. Let me get this guy into a league, man.
Isn't he in the Rebels? I thought he was in the league. Oh no, he didn't sign up for League 7. That was
I don't think he was in that.
that
one.
was Cam.
Oh, I don't think he was in there.
That was Cam and Michael. Yeah.
Tron Goat, baby. I'd love to be able to do 4 things at once. No, just hang out. I don't want you to hang out. Anyway.
I think Brock Purdy's lead dog.
I wish we had a. I would assume there'll be too many sub tiers. I wish we had a borderline elite because
Exactly.
I think Brock Purdy's borderline elite.
You know what it is? Well, yeah, no, we should have a couple of sub tiers for sure. Here, why don't we just take a look at it this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? 9. That means like 3 teams in your league don't have a quarterback yet. Let's look at it that way, right? I bet you Pat Mahomes makes it into lead dog. I bet you he does.
Yeah, he's a lead dog. Yeah.
Right? We're not ranking them right now, War Chief. Right? We're not going to rank them.
No.
And Brock Purdy should be lead dog.
I bet you Brock Purdy makes it, and he's just getting close to this borderline junkyard dog. I want to get Tron Goat into a league.
He's closer to elite than he is the borderline dog.
Which one?
Purdy.
Yeah.
Purdy. All Purdy does is put up fantasy points. However, I want to think of him as an actual quarterback, opposed to putting up fantasy points. He puts up fantasy points.
Yeah.
I agree.
21 fantasy points per game last year when he played.
So an interesting one though is Jared Goff. Where do we put him at?
Lead dog.
He put lead dog because he just quietly goes about his game, man.
He would be elite too if he didn't have a 5 interception game every season.
Yeah.
Every season he has a random 4 interception, 5 interception game.
What are we doing with Jackson?
Borderline still. I don't think he's league yet.
Man.
Yeah, I say borderline also.
He's losing steam. He started this offseason higher than this, but fine. Let's leave him in here. Let's leave him in here. You know he's got Odell Beckham.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, and Juju too. Don't worry about Juju.
He's got Juju. That's right.
Yeah.
And he's got Jalen Hyatt.
No, he doesn't. Not anymore.
Jalen Hyatt's not on the team anymore?
Is he not? Wait, he might not be.
I gotta get thrown into a league, man. I gotta get thrown into a filthy league. Let me see where I need Tron Goat to like headline a fucking league.
Oh no, he's not cut yet. That's my apologies.
Is Bo Nix a lead dog?
Yes.
I think so. I think he's proved it.
Yes.
Last year.
League, right? Oh, come on, man! Are you kidding me? Mock drafts. Fuck. This is so bad. Where's my link? All right. Give me a minute here. Give me a minute, JJ. Give me a minute. Well, I mean, Come on.
No. No.
Well, I do. Wait a minute. There is a link here. I don't league.
while you're doing that, a word from our sponsor.
Where is he? Where's the sponsor? This is bad. Is it here? Because it's desktop. It's desktop. But I had it last time. Fuck, man. This is what we're going to do. Because we're spending unnecessary. Not unnecessary. I'm killing myself trying to do this.
See that, Sean? Email us, and then I'll get a link, or we'll get a link to you.
Or I'm just going to drop a link into the comments section in the video. And anybody could join the motherfucker at that point. All right, let's get back here. My apologies to everybody. Brock is a lead dog, right?
Yeah.
Brock is a lead dog.
I agree. Brock is a lead mother-loving dog. All right, and where's Trevor? What are we doing with Trevor? Is he a borderline junkyard dog? Jalen Hurts, a borderline junkyard dog? Are these guys fragile puppies?
No, Jalen Hurts is a lead dog.
He's a lead dog. Jalen Hurts is going to be a lead dog.
I'm comfortable putting Trevor in borderline.
I'm comfortable putting Trevor in borderline also.
I just don't believe in
Trevor borderline too.
I sure as hell am comfortable doing this. He is going to have to absolutely shove it up my ass for him to do the same thing 2 seasons in a row.
Jeez. Goodness.
That's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to say, "Fuck you, shepherd. I am elite." But until then, can Daddy Goat? Right now, Trevor Lawrence is a borderline junkyard dog. Motherfucking goats. What's up, Jackson Darting? Cam Ward, number 1, number 2.
Cam Ward's borderline junkyard dog.
Cam Ward is a junkyard dog, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. Rhino, is this a changing of the guard? Is this a changing your tune?
I think so.
All right, look, I was cautioning this. I alluded to this. I was like, look, it's March 10th. Look, it's April 14th. Wait a minute. It's only May 5th. You can change your opinion. But there is going to come a time where I am going to ask for conviction. It doesn't need to be now. But we will stand on business and we will die on the hill. It's just not if we're changing our tune now. It's quite clear. I bet Rhino on cloud 9 with Myles Garrett. Both these guys are on cloud 9. Cam Goat. Hell yeah, they're both on cloud 9. You wouldn't believe this. You see the hold on. Let me lower this. So
yeah. Many miles traveled.
They're both Rams fans. The War Chief's a big Rams fan. I'm the only loser here.
No, you're not a loser. We
got the Knicks.
Yeah, you got the Knicks.
Yeah.
We got the Knicks, baby.
Not a loser.
No, I know. Well, things are looking up here for New York football.
Plus,
all right, so Rhino, let's get back to this Cam Ward business because this is serious. This is kind of serious. Rhino, please, you have the mic, you have the podium. Please let us know.
With Dable as the OC, bringing in Wan'Dale Robinson and draft the dog in Tate. Got a decent to good running back room to keep him honest. Yeah, to the moon, man.
So we're tiering him appropriately, right? Borderline. He's a borderline. He's in the junkyard, and he's a dog. Rhino, how you feeling about the trade with the Miles Garrett and the Sorry to change the subject? Questions I got.
I'm happy for it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. So we're gonna talk about it. Give me 5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes. Or Dable is what excites me. I agree with that.
So look. Josh Allen's first year of Dable, and then the jump he had the second year. I'm not saying Cam Ward's going to make that kind of jump, but he could freaking come pretty damn close to it.
I think everything is in place for him to make a year 2 leap. Let me put it that way.
Yep.
Between everything that you just mentioned, it's on him now.
And they improved the offensive line.
Does he want it? I think he does.
He's a dog.
I think he wants it.
He's first one in, last one out.
Let's see if the NFL agrees, right? Let's see if it's he carves up the competition, or does the competition carve him up again? And when I say it's a matter of how much he wants it, I'd like to think that the majority of players want it. It's just a matter of how many of them have it.
He wants it. You can just want it, but man, he wants it once. And when you have Saleh freaking praising him about how diligent he is about coming in and being the last one in there, and the questions, and Saleh called him a dog. That says a lot. If Saleh's calling you a dog, a quarterback a dog, that says a lot. So I respect what Saleh says.
That's Bobby.
Just get no seed oils there. That's all.
It's Bobby.
No seed oils.
No seed oils.
No seed oils.
No.
All right. What's next here? I want to cover. We have to get to Jalen, Bo Callahan, Jordan Love. I'm going to put Tyler Shuckey. Let's get him out of the way. Tyler Shuckey is a fragile puppy right now still. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This guy is a fragile puppy still. And yep. So are you. They could give these two contract extensions, no problem. It does not make them like Super Bowl champion quarterbacks yet, and I don't think it's going to be that case either. I don't. I've seen enough. There'll always be some good games. There's always going to be a good scramble that comes out of them, and good heart. There's always going to be a good 40-yard pass to Nico Collins or Jaden Higgins.
Jaden Higgins.
What did I say?
Daniels.
Maybe it's Jaden. How do you know he's not throwing it? He is throwing it. Daniels. he throws to the other team. Let's get back up top.
Can you put that back up?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. I was getting so excited. So excited here for the fragile puppies here.
Yes.
All right, here's the borderline junkyard. I'll put Baker into a borderline junkyard.
Lead dog, man.
Yeah, Baker's lead dog.
You're putting Baker's a lead dog?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
You know what? If Jared Goff's a lead dog, I guess he is.
Yeah.
I guess so.
When did we start? When did we start hating Baker Mayfield? I swear everyone loved him.
After last
Everybody
year.
liked him.
After
He was
last year.
hurt, though. He was hurt.
Hurt.
He's playing hurt.
We still love Joe Burrow, and he's hurt all the time.
True.
Baker gets hurt one time, and now we hate him.
Well, there's a difference. There's a big difference. when Joe Burrow gets hurt, it's not his fault. When Baker Mayfield gets hurt, it is
A
his fault.
little bit of truth to that. A little bit of truth. A little bit of truth to that.
You can't, how do you blame Joe Shiesty for a turf toe? For
Didn't
running?
even stop running in circles in the pocket like he thinks he's Michael Vick. Throw the ball away.
Danny Dimes is
No.
greater than
Oh goodness, no! Please don't do that.
You want to talk about injury concerns. I mean, he looks good right now, but again, yeah, it's good now, and it's positive. Oh shit, this was funny. So they did show Daniel Jones. You know how you have to do like the drill where you're like going over the mat like with your 2 feet, like bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
So Daniel Jones is number 4, right? Bum, 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 bum. And here comes number 5. Bum, 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 bum. You know who number 5 is?
Yeah, Richard.
I was like, oh man, like he's still on this team. It's amazing.
Get him out of there.
Daniel Jones is. I don't think Daniel Jones is greater than Baker, my guy.
No.
I don't.
No.
But he is going to be. He's a fragile puppy.
He is the definition of a fragile puppy.
He's a fragile puppy.
He is the poster board for this tier. It should just be the Daniel Jones tier, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have to go back up here to the junkyard dogs. Baker's a junkyard dog. Jordan Love is a junkyard dog.
I think I agree with that.
Jordan Love is a junkyard dog. Leave Baker in the junkyard dog, but he should be a lead dog.
Like he took over for Rodgers in 2023. That was his best season in 2023. From 24, 25, this dude can't get over like 25 touchdowns. And yeah, I get that LaFleur is dictating a lot of that, but I can't in good conscience put Jordan Love as a lead dog. So yeah, he's gonna be a junkyard dog. All right, how many guys do we have here? Did we hit 24 yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 3 more guys here. Bo Callahan.
Jalen Hurts.
Bo Callahan and Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is a lead dog, and so is Bo Nix.
I got another hot take. Holy shit, I got a hot take. All right, so Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a lead dog. I think they may. This isn't the hot take. I think he's got to get back to running the ball. He has to.
No, he has to.
He has to get back to running the ball. Just to get him a little bit more confident. But then again, if you ask anybody, he doesn't give a shit. He marches to his own drummer. But that's all right.
Yeah, an anonymous source says that.
I still have another hot take on Jalen Hurts. And you're only going to hear here at the FanasyGoats YouTube channel. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got the big board, the FanasyGoats big board. All off season. We might implement it in season rankings or whatever the hell. We can implement this for anything. This is like Rhino's intelligence.
That's not saying much.
That's not saying much.
All right.
Bo Nix is
lead dog.
I was gonna put Bo Callahan in as a junkyard.
2 QB7 seasons back to back.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't argue with that.
All right, then. All right, so 11, 14, 19. 19, 23. 23. We want one more guy here. One more dude.
Sam Darnold.
Because and we're operating under the premise that in a 12-team league, each manager, each owner is going to draft 2 quarterbacks. That's why I say 24. A.J. Brown blessed. He don't have to. Yeah. He's happy as hell.
Hey, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, A.J. Brown's happy.
Do we not want to put a verdict on Kyler Murray because he's not a definite starter yet?
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. We could definitely we could put him anywhere you want, anywhere appropriate for sure. Is he fragile? He's probably fragile, but he'll probably get drafted somewhere around here.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm kind of looking too.
I don't think he's getting drafted before Sam Darnold.
What? I'll draft Kyler Murray 4 rounds ahead of Sam Darnold.
Well, that's your own fault, not anyone else's. Nobody told you to do that.
No, I mean War Chief is, I think, alluding to the fact that if Kyler Murray is going to play, if he's going to play 17 games for the Minnesota Vikings, we could very well see about 450 yards on the ground.
I like his weaponry better than I do Sam Darnold's.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, as this thing moves along, Kyler Murray could take the biggest leap out of everybody because he's probably going to start fragile. And like I said, if things worked out exactly the way they were supposed to, he could end up in borderline elite. Like he has that ability because we've seen him do that before. We've seen him have QB2 seasons, so he could do that. But he has to be named the starter first. If Big 9 ain't going, just give it to him. Big 9.
All right, this looks pretty good here. This looks pretty good. I mean, look at the dudes that are left for waivers. This looks like it makes sense to me.
Rodgers.
Penix with injury right now. Rodgers is being drafted. Geno's not being drafted. Fernando will be a waiver pickup. Jacoby's not being drafted. Sammy Ballgame might get drafted. He may or may not.
We'll get drafted too.
You know what it is with Darnold? There's still like some like old biased, not old age, but like maybe last season was like kind of like fluky. The season before that, I don't know if he's.
It's not old bias though. He had 17 turnovers last year. He's still the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
He just had Seattle's defense. That's all.
Yep, exactly.
Is this
see the clip of JJ McCarthy the Vikings posted?
Is this the new one, or is this the one from the other day? Is this the one where like the reporter was asking each quarterback, how they feel about the other, and they gave opposite answers? Is that the one you're talking about, or is there a new one? Because that one tells a whole story where someone's kind of bullshitting. Anyway, yeah, man, this is it, man. This is it. One more time over here. Here's our elite quarterbacks. There's not really much to say otherwise. These guys are fucking elite dogs. And here are the lead dogs. I like this one here. I mean, this makes sense to me.
And how many of these elite dog can actually, if we do this next year, could jump up to lead? There's probably 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Easily. And that's what makes a lead dog. That they're just right there. Elite, man.
If Daniels or May, well, if Drake May has the same season as he did this previous one, he's borderline elite right now. Jaden Daniels is borderline elite right now.
And I think Justin Herbert's borderline elite too.
Once Drake May has a breakout game through adversity is when he'll be in the elite tier.
Yeah.
When everything isn't just working for him.
Good point.
He doesn't have 85% completion rate. I want to see the nasty Josh Allen 60% completion rates,
Right. See,
15 rushing attempts, some stuff like that.
Here's the other thing that I think it's important. When we say elite, we like most every skill position player in the NFL is elite to a degree, right? But we need to separate what's fantasy elite to just, now you're just like kind of borderline. We're calling some of them borderline, for Christ's sake. I mean, like that's kind of absurd when you think about it, but for fantasy, just strictly fantasy, it's not, because there's inconsistencies, or there's injury, or there's a change of team, or a change of weapon. There's going to be something. But they came in, they got drafted as the damn near elite. They're damn near elite with the traits that they possess, the skills that they possess, the athleticism, so on and so forth. You got to do it. Go. So did you see that from Cam Daddy? Him throwing to Juwan is JJ to Juan, and it's the worst throw ever. JJ McCarthy. All right. This is the only thing I'm going to say again regarding JJ McCarthy while I take a sip of the mango passion fruit that Rhino wants me to have a sip of.
Please sponsor us, Celsius. Thank you. It's refreshing.
Especially that one.
It's a matter of how much of this media can he take. He's got the right people around him. I'm completely confident in that. Where it starts with like his family, and his close circle. Then of course his head coach, the Vikings. How much of the outside pressure and the outside fans is he able to tune out and tune away from him, for him to continue to just be as professional as possible? Kind of like with Sam Darnold right now. Kind of like with either Bryce, CJ. How much even Anthony Richardson? Let's give this guy some credit. Who's following? Like whether it's because of a paycheck or not, it could be because of a paycheck, and that's good motivation. How much can he tune out of this outside noise for him to just continue to develop? And that's the story. That's the $1 million question. I think he has it in him. The NFL seems to be more forgiving these days than ever. And I don't mean forgiving in terms of like, did you commit a crime? I mean like second and third chances with and your level of skill, your level of production, not skill, production. And that's that. That's my take on JJ. Now here's my other take. Jalen Hurts. Then no contract extension that I'm aware of.
No, I'm gonna make him earn it.
No contract extension that I don't think is in the pipeline. He will go down the same Darnold road. Yes, yeah, I think that's okay. Because now that we've seen this, but we've seen this before. The NFL is more forgiving these days. More opportunity. Jalen Hurts is going to be a New York Jet.
I like that. So is Miles. So is Garrett and Brees Hall, and Omar Cooper and Sadiq. And a dynasty.
It's totally out of the bird bat shit crazy realm.
Well, let me understand. When is his contract up? Is that to this season or is that the next season?
I don't think he's in this is his last season. I can't conceive of that.
And this is why I asked, because you're right. So they traded AJ Brown for a first round pick, but it was a 2028 first round pick.
2020.
Right. They more than likely wanted a 2027 first round pick so they could finagle their way up to get his replacement then. But they're not going to be able to, so we're going to have to get it the next year and finagle that pick to get our guy. I also don't think he's getting extended. I never thought he was getting extended.
Well, no, you don't mean the Eagles pushing it to 29. You mean the Eagles moving the 2028 into 2027.
Yeah, however they want to do it. I
mean, because it's next year's quarterback class. Now, it seems like such a Jets thing to do. Not rather draft the unknown or the collegiate prospect. Might as well get the guy who's A, won a Super Bowl, B, we have enough evidence, enough of a body of work. The weapons are around him. Jalen Hurts wouldn't give a crap where he's playing as long as he's going to get paid. He's going to need a contract, and he's going to get one too from anybody. I don't know if the Eagles want him anymore.
Okay, so I'm looking at it here. His potential out is 2028. That is the Eagles' easiest out. So if they want to, go through this with him until then, they can. But I don't think he's going to be an Eagle after 2027, in my opinion.
I mean, what would have to happen? What would the Eagles will have to win another freaking Super Bowl for them to throw another bag at Jalen Hurts, right? Like, what would have to happen here? He's a dead man walking if they don't make the playoffs, just like the rest of them, and it would be like a tough conversation to have, like if they make some sort of run. To me, it's a lose-lose proposition. I think Howie's already got the writing on the wall. All right, guys. I want to thank you very much for coming. No, just kidding. Go ahead. I want you guys to want you to share the joy, the elation, the message of gratitude to a young Jared Verse. I want you to dispel and shoot down the Aaron Donald, wherever you guys want to do.
Aaron Donald is trolling people, and it's funny because one of the goats said, "Fuck F them picks," but I don't see it that way because they're only giving up a first next year, but then a second and a third the 2 following years. So they're keeping the first round picks 28 and 29. That's why they drafted Simpson. I think this has been in the works for a little bit because there's whispers about this draft day. I'm all about this, man. I love Verse, but they're going to have to pay him. And Rams see more value in Young than Verse.
In Myles Garrett.
No. I'm saying instead of they could try to put Young in with a package, right, for Myles Garrett, but they gave Verse up because they see more potential in Young than Verse, especially with Myles Garrett there.
Yeah, the Browns weren't doing it from the reports that I've got. I mean, from like the NFL, from Tom Pelissero, the player that the Browns wanted was Jared Verse. The Eagles attempted to get him without a player. Like they weren't giving up Jalen Carter, so that's why the Eagles didn't land him. Like the Browns weren't joking around. They were very deliberate with not just the player, not just the actual skill of the player in the position, but like the actual contract, the year that the player is in. Now, I don't know about this other dude that you're referring to, Byron Young. I mean, he may very well have the same potential, but the Browns didn't view it that way. Yeah. So, but I think that's neither here nor there. Also, Rhino, I think look at what you just landed, a fucking 2-time defensive player of the year. This guy's got Reggie White stats.
Yeah,
and
And the next 3 years of his contract is very affordable for salary cap too. So
Look, I may be biased. I'm just replying to Cam here. I thought it was a fleece. I did. I'm just being honest. I thought that was way too light for Miles Garrett.
yeah,
I don't think people understand how dominant Miles Garrett is, especially with the situation he's being put in now, where he's not carrying a franchise. Do you know how hard it is to get 23 sacks and you're losing all the time? You know how hard that is? I don't
yeah.
know if people understand. Like you can't just pin your ears back and just be going to get the quarterback. You gotta play the game. Like you have to read, react, double teams, chips, all this stuff every play, and he got 23 sacks. That's insane.
This move alone elevates the Rams defense big time.
I'll say this: if I would have saw on the bottom line, it said Rams acquire Miles Garrett for Jared versus 2 first-round picks in the second, I would have said worth it. But we
Right?
got him.
Exactly.
But we got him for far less. Far less.
I mean, you factor in the player and that value. I mean, he was a first round pick by the Rams, and then you add on top of that the future first, future second, future third. Rams are. I would think if this was like a dynasty or a fantasy, and I put this guy and put this shit in the calculator, I would think the Rams got a little bit better value for sure. I don't know if it was a total fleece. Here's my take, my issue with it. Fucking Andrew Berry, right? Like, oh yeah, we're in a much better position, or we're with all of our assets and this and that, and what phase we are in the rebuild. I've been hearing that shit for 2020 for years now. At what point are you gonna say, you know what? Let's go for it, as opposed to just, we're in the same cycle with this team, and believe me. I say this because I see it all too close with the Jets as well for all these years now of always rebuilding and getting picks and using these picks again, these studs, and then tear it down. I mean, like, at what point are you gonna freaking say, you know what? Let's go. Let's see what this. Let's take this freaking baby out for a spin. Let's see what you can do. 88 miles per hour. All right, it seems like it's the same constant shit with that team. That's my only thing with it. Would you rather be a Jets fan or a Browns fan? It's the same team. It's basically the same team. I'd rather be a Browns fan. At least I'd have Shador. No. It's really the organizations really are very, very similar. Because of what starts up at the top with a meddling owner. So it doesn't matter how smart this dude Berry is and how they use their analytics and their tools. It's not. I don't really blame him, but I blame the owner for meddling in shit. Same thing for Woody. Same thing. If Woody stays out of the way, this team, the Jets, could actually do well. Well, fucking Miles Garrett. I bet you that schedule isn't so tough anymore either.
It does. I mean, it's crazy because it really doesn't now.
That vaunted schedule, the Rams. Forget about like the SOS of it, like opponents win percentage. That game that they have, that Wednesday Thanksgiving game, there's like no bye. They don't have a bye week. You know what I mean?
Week 11, I think, is a bye week.
It's not a full bye.
Yeah.
Well, look at they did them no favors. Like they get that Wednesday, and then they come off a bye. When you have a bye, you're normally off about 13 days, right? Technically, till you play your next football game, right? That's not the situation with the Rams. I'm almost positive. They played right. They only get a few games. Watch it. Take a look at what's going on, like week 12, 13, or week 11, 12, 13. They have a Wednesday game.
We get 10 days in between November 15th and November 25th. We play The Packers. Was that Thanksgiving Eve or Thanksgiving Day?
The Packer that's an Eve. That's the new Eve
Okay,
game.
yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
they're
that's
playing at home.
10 days. 10 days in between.
That's the buy. You don't have a real buy, right?
Well, we'll take advantage of them 10 days we got. Or
That's
9 days.
that's 10. That's 9 days. That's not like
9 days.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this is what winds up happening here, right? When you get an owner and an owner's son, they've made billions of dollars in another industry. You think Sam Greinke? I think Sam Greinke was probably given the courtesy of being made aware of what they were doing in this situation. They probably let him know, look, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get this guy. We just want to let you know, Stan. What do you think? Go for it. That's what
I'll let Sean and Les figure it out.
Yes. I saw recently a beautiful draft, in the war room with the Giants pick, right? We saw from last year when it came down to Jackson Dart, and you see Joe Shane, going up to John Mara. Now this year is a little different, obviously, much different. You see John Harbaugh after, I believe it was, I want to say Orville Reese, but it could have very well have been Francis Mariota as well. But in any event, that first round, you see John Harbaugh and Joe Shane are standing there, and they made the pick, and they're all happy. And then you see John Harbaugh walk a little bit, not far, because the same room. And you're gonna love this kid. You're gonna love this kid. And he's shaking the hand of John Mara. So then that goes to show you right there, like non-meddling people, non-meddling, not micromanagers. That's what Odell's coming home to. He's 33 years old, Rhino.
I know.
He's 33 years old.
Hasn't played in 2 years?
He hasn't played. Well, he hasn't. He's missed 2 full years.
Yeah.
No, but he's played in 2 years. Yeah, he's played.
He played the flag football game.
He's done that. He's played some flag football. He was on the Ravens team a couple of years ago, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a couple of years ago.
And then he tried Miami last year, right? Or was that was that 3 years ago?
Last year he didn't play. The year before that he played for Miami. He caught 6 passes for 45 yards.
But then where are we missing the Ravens? Where
the Ravens were before that, so that was 3 years ago.
Where he had to go console Lamar on the bench. That's the last image I have of him with the Ravens.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
All right. In any event, him is that's the sentimental. Okay, we'll bring you on. They've been talking about this well before anybody blew out their Achilles. Then a couple of dudes blew out their Achilles. So then they decide, you know what, fine. Well, Juju is a good addition, and so is Braxton Berrios. Just Juju will be the one that sees the field the most. And then maybe Odell, but I don't know.
I think Odell's more of a camp body right now.
Camp body. So what? He's not gonna make the team?
I don't know. I don't think he makes the team.
Of course he's gonna make the team. And I didn't bring him. They brought him in for the sentimental, like this is it. This is
if Slayton gets healthy, he probably clears Beckham. Why? If he's on the team.
Of course he clears Beckham. Everyone clears. You clear Beckham. Everyone clears Beckham.
Then why would he be a roster plug?
I just said because of the sentimental value.
No, just retire him. Retire him as a Giant.
You could do that also. Actually,
go on the line and get a clipboard, be a receiver coach or something.
You could do that, but at the same time, they're thin as fuck right now at wide receiver.
Right, and that's why I just said he's just gonna be a camp body. Once everybody gets healthy,
that's the Giants' fault though. They had every opportunity to get a wide receiver, and they should have put more pressure on getting it.
Juju makes TikToks. I didn't know that. I didn't peg Juju for a social media dude. We know Odell is.
Juju, definitely.
How many wide receivers do you think make a team or on a roster?
5.
I was going to say 6. 6 wide receivers, and the Giants
But
probably have like
the one wide receiver, Steve Barrios, he's just special teams, but he's a wide receiver. That's why you have 6, but you have 5 legit wide receivers and 1 special teams, dude. That's
who are the wide receivers right now?
Malik Neighbors, Darius Slayton,
The one,
Jalen Hyatt,
Fields,
Malachi Fields.
Oh yeah, Malachi Fields. Dang.
Juju.
Juju.
How many was that? 5?
Odell
6.
I'm just counting those 4 because I think Malik Neighbors going to start the season on PUP or IR, so they won't need to count him. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
with Odell, 5 Barrios.
Who's there for punt returns?
There's some
Barrios.
And look, there is some good news.
Oh, Mooney, yeah,
there we go. There, I knew we were, and the other guy from Pittsburgh, Calvin Austin.
Oh, Calvin Austin.
There's your special teams guy, by the way.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that wide receiver core right there is not a. No,
I didn't say it was good.
Yeah, that's real.
If Juju Smith-Schuster was contributing pretty well last season on the Chiefs, there's no reason to think that he's gonna.
Juju makes a team. I don't think Odell. I think Odell's just a camp body. Somebody so Dart to throw the ball to until Mooney gets healthy, until Slayton gets healthy.
Darnell Mooney's healthy.
He got hurt too.
When? In practice?
Yeah, from our red.
I think Darnell's fine. I think Darnell will be fine anyway. I think if this was another team that was in the roster situation, if this was another team, I'd be more inclined to say, yeah, I think, I could see Odell getting cut. But then again, Odell Beckham's not getting cut from the Giants.
No, they'll retire him.
That's if he wants to retire. He may want to play for money. He likes money. He may still want to play.
We all, but
I think that's
I'm telling you what I think.
Okay, no, that's okay. I think
if he had been playing and putting up good numbers last year's, then I wouldn't think that. But what 2 years ago he caught 6 balls for 45 yards on the Dolphins team that
team stunk. I think he thinks he could still play, and I think that if John Harbaugh didn't think so, they wouldn't have done this. However, then you could add in this element of like, yeah, you know what? Let's see if you can make the team, Odell. You'll stay on as long as possible, Odell, or hopefully you're healthy. You can help us out. And then next, if you want to retire, you retire. If not, if you don't make the team, Odell, we can still retire you. I think he's got as good of a shot of making the team as some of these other guys that got their freaking their Achilles blown out. Are we missing anything else? What else we got here? We covered Miles. AJ, hey, y'all hear the news on Parker Washington.
We've been talking about Parker Washington since last year.
Peter Parker.
Wide receiver 1 for the team.
Somebody offered me Ramondre Stevenson in a 2022, and I spammed accept.
I'm not mad at that trade, but Parker Washington could absolutely explode too.
What's the news?
Nothing. He's just him. That's all. So like this goes back to last year, right? Remember how much I was all in on Travis Hunter? I'm like, Travis is the guy. He's gonna play the slot, and he's gonna have a great season because Trevor, he has blinders. He only can throw in the middle of the field, and just naturally, it was Parker Washington. Parker Washington was the guy. He's a slot guy. He was the guy that's right in Trevor's vision.
Bleach Cobain. I think they're all due to regress. In Duval. Bleach Cobain. They brought in Odell to get the fan base's mind off of the Dart Abdul beef. Is that do you really think? First things first, there's no beef because he went to a rally and Abdul Carter spoke his mind about it, like his belief, his side of the aisle versus Dart's side of the aisle. There's no beef.
The best speech out of the whole thing was Jameson Winston.
Jameson Winston, absolutely. Jameson Winston, there's no beef.
Man.
There's no beef, my friend. That's not why they brought back Odell. Odell wants to finish off here at MetLife Stadium. If it's possible, as Rhino said, they may just retire him. They may not. He may play. They're thin as fuck. Odell Beckham Jr. started his career at MetLife Stadium. Maybe he won't. Maybe he really wants to end it there.
No, they're thin as fuck. He's going to be on the roster.
Bleach Cobain. Bleach, what are you doing? What are you doing next week? Or in 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Want to play some fantasy football? Check out the comment section below. Once the stream is finished, join some fantasy. Cam Daddy's in there. All the goats. All right, guys. It's great stuff.
Yep.
What do we have on deck?
We got Nerd Boy on tomorrow night.
We have to figure something out. I'm gonna be in San Antonio. How far are you from San Antonio?
I'm not going to San Antonio. It's like 5 hours away.
I know it's a big state.
Many miles travel.
Many miles travel.
Many miles travel.
Cam Daddy, come on, baby. Cam Daddy, go, baby. Come on, man. Fucking, it's been 100 years since the Knicks won a championship, and I sure as hell haven't seen a Knicks championship. Oh, man, the Spurs, that 7'7" freaking nature. Yeah, I don't know. We're not favored, but I think the Knicks are playing like some sick basketball. So I've never seen a team. I've never seen a Knicks team play like this, and I've seen some really good Knicks teams. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. See you tomorrow. See you later on in the week. Bye-bye.